Welcome to Kolorflow Conversations, where we flow freely, speak boldly, and connect colorfully. I am Yukisha, and this is
Takisha.
and welcome to our girl chat.
Yes.
You you like completely didn't even try to join in on it.
Because I thought I had to yarn, but it wasn't coming. So it was like, I don't even know. Yarn or yawn?
Yawn.
With the
Yawn.
N.
But a lot of people do say yarn.
Yes.
Why do we do that?
I don't know. I do not know. Because as soon as I said, I was like, that's not the proper pronunciation.
Are you
for
irritated
that.
when people say something the wrong way?
No.
No.
I say stuff the wrong way all the time.
Do you?
Yes. Ask me something. Ask me a question.
I know people that get really irritated if somebody, when people say things like the wrong way.
Okay. Full disclosure, there is something that irritates me that is said the wrong way when people put an S because it's not Ford's.
Mm-hmm. It's not Myers. So that's
it's not Kroger's.
So the S endings irritate you.
Yes.
That's funny.
Yes.
And people here do that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do that a lot.
You know how Facebook is one of my triggers? Somebody that always put an S on Nordstrom. I'm like, there's no S in that. It's Nordstrom, not Nordstrom's.
That's funny. Yeah, I didn't used to get irritated, but I do get a little like cringe when I hear something said the wrong way over and over, and I'm like, they ain't learned that yet. That's
what about
wrong.
salmon?
Once I knew the correct pronunciation, I immediately would say it correctly, and I correct like my children and but other people. I'm like, if you don't know how to say salmon, then don't order it. Don't order it, because you're not gonna be at the table with me saying, I would like some salmon. I can't.
I grew up calling it Simon. My
Did
mom
you?
always called it Simon. Yeah, I was an adult when I was like, damn, that shit ain't Simon. Yes, because I want Simon and rice.
You know what? My mother did. She used to make salmon croquettes, is what she would say. I make salmon croquettes and biscuits. So I could see why our families would say it, the incorrect pronunciation.
That was one of my favorite meals.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Your mother made it too?
Mm-hmm.
God, I miss my mama's cooking.
Man, I cried about my mama today. It just hit me.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. It just hit me. You know how I just come out of nowhere sometimes and be like, dang.
Yeah, it hits me like, okay, Mother's Day coming up. And I don't think I actually get sad on Mother's Day. I think like coming up to it, I think about it more, but like on the actual day, I don't think I'm like extremely like sad. You know what makes me probably a little irritated is somebody, and this may seem insensitive, but people texting me like, I'm thinking about you today, I'm praying for you today, and don't do that. To me, don't do that, because I'll be doing okay until you do that. So, and that may be a little insensitive because they're trying to be, thoughtful and caring, but I'm just okay until somebody like will trigger the thought of, dang, your mama ain't here. Then it's like, okay. But yeah, I miss her cooking though, man.
It's definitely a tough spot though when people, I'm sure, want to reach out and they're doing it from a loving place, because like today I got on TikTok and one of my friends had sent me one, and like the first one, the guy was talking about grief and his mom had been passed for 5 years. I didn't even listen to it all because today was already a day for me where I was emotional. So I just kept going. But I'm like, I'm pretty sure it was something in there that made her probably think that I could relate to, or, whatever. But it's just like some days it's just like, yeah, this ain't it.
Yeah, it's not it.
This is
like,
not it.
Leading up to it is not it for me. It's like, don't do things that's going to, and people don't know your triggers, so it's hard to say that to them. But yeah, I don't want to be triggered on the actual day. Let me have that day to just you know, however I wake up that morning and feel, I want to be in that feeling, and I don't want any additional um triggers for me. So yeah, it's already hard when you ain't got your mama.
Mm-hmm.
But our mama send us signs, and people don't believe that. So believe in that. But my mother, she be with me, and I ain't gonna never ever ever doubt that she be with me. Even when I remember her lessons and stuff that she taught me years ago, and they come back to me, I'm like, oh, you speaking to me now. And I wasn't really paying attention back then, but all of that to me is a sign. So
Yeah,
yeah.
like today when I was crying, I was just like, I know you're with me, but I'm like, I just miss you in the physical.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't
Yeah.
nothing like that physical.
I think I really miss my mother in the physical. I was gonna say more than anything, but like right now, I miss her in the physical because I just feel like our family dynamic is just not the same. You know, you really, really be having that person that holds you all together, and you don't know that until they're gone. And it's just not the same. Not that it's bad. It's not the same. It's just some days I feel like I got family. Some days I feel like I don't got family. And I got a big family, but she's the person that held us down and held us together. So it's just weird most of the time, because it's like, am I the person that's holding us together now? You wonder who's the new glue.
We don't have one in my family.
Mm.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say mine is bad, but yeah, there's no new glue. It's like when my mother passed, that was it.
Mm.
That was just it.
Yeah, I don't know if we have a new glue or not, but you become the new glue for your kid. You know what I'm saying? You become that for. I know that I'm the glue for mine. I don't know if they see outside of. I know they see family outside of me, but I don't know if they really feel like there is a glue other than me that holds us together. So yeah. And then, did you see that video I sent you today?
Mm-mm.
Oh, well, that my daughter sent me. It was like a video. It was a TikTok. She sent me this guy saying me making my mother work out because I don't know, I need her here like for the rest of my life. So I need her healthy. And he like got his mama doing exercises, and she said that to me like because I can't live without her, And yeah, that's like I'm the glue for them. So yeah, but moving right along. Because I'm not trying to have I'm trying to have a somber, sad. I get sad talking about our mothers, but yeah, I don't want to be somber and sad today. You look very cute.
Thank you.
Your hair is like,
This is definitely my throw it on.
is it?
Mm-hmm.
Your throat
I
ain't.
was just like, I didn't even put no Vaseline on my lips, so thank you.
Your hair is gorgeous.
Thank you. It's flourishing.
How long you been locked now?
I don't know.
You don't keep track.
Mm-mm.
Do you even know how many you have?
I think like one something,
Hmm. Did you ever think that
like
you?
113
Did you
or
ever
something.
think that you would lock your hair? Like, I know we've gone through hair changes, but like now, I'm like, I would never cut them. People cut theirs off and comb them out and all that, unless I absolutely had to for some reason. But um, would you ever like comb them out or anything like that?
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm. I always wanted locks. I never researched it.
Mm.
Number one, to realize that it was so simple to even start.
Mm-hmm.
And number two, I think that I probably just kept it on the back burner in my mind because my mother would have looked at me in disgust.
That is the same thing I think when I first got them. I'm like, my mother would probably be like, "Girl, what are you doing?" Because she was so prideful how you look.
Yes.
I think at this point she probably would have liked them, but when we
That beginning when it's like short.
yeah, yeah, mom. My mama would have been like, girl, your hair is nappy. I got a video of her telling my son his hair was nappy. It's so funny. I looked at it the other day. But yeah, that beginning stages, your mother would have been like, girl, no.
And I can only imagine what my dad probably thinks. He just won't say nothing, but I'm pretty sure he probably like,
You don't think he like him now?
no.
Really? But he never said anything. Was he ever a type of person to compliment your hair or looks or anything growing up?
No, but you just knew that you were supposed to have long hair.
I don't ever remember my father. What is up with that generation of non-complimenting or saying things like that to their daughters? Because my daddy, I don't ever remember him saying my hair was pretty or, nothing like that.
I remember my dad told me I looked nice one time in my entire life, and I was at my sister's wedding.
Really? He told you look nice at her wedding? Were you shocked?
I was, because I'm like, I look nice all the time.
You know what?
Are you just not noticing?
And he told you that day that you look nice.
I remember that because I was just like, thank you. And I told myself, like, I do clean up well.
That's funny. No, I don't ever. If my dad ever told me, I can't remember. It hasn't stuck out to me, so I don't think he has. Not that I don't think that he think I look nice, but
so something about that men generation and things I believe that they feel comfortable with saying to their daughters. But real talk though, my mama didn't always come to me and tell me I look pretty.
She didn't?
No. She done told me I look like a tramp before. She done told me all the times where I done looked the disgrace.
Oh, God.
But it ain't always been like, oh, Takesha, you look so pretty. Yeah, you look nice. Nah. You fat. Yeah. All that.
Yeah, my mama gave the hard, comments. But she did say when I look, or she did say when she thought I looked nice. She, would say it. But in most time that was probably if I was dressed up for church or something. I don't remember her like if I just came casual or anything would say, but she was a good look you up and down to check you out.
Yeah, she was.
she gonna check you out from head to toe and tell you if you did not. Do you do that to your kid though? Do you feel like, you tell your son like as he been growing up when he looked nice, or did you give him more of the constructive criticism?
Neither.
You didn't do either? Why?
I don't know.
You never told him when he looked nice?
I probably have, but I'm pretty sure it's far and few.
Really?
Yeah.
Not
graduation, like, oh, you look nice, son. But like,
but not purposely. It's just you just didn't do it.
Yeah.
Are you a person that compliment people? You're a person that compliments people, though.
Yeah, but I think I compliment women.
Oh.
I definitely think I'm. Are they called chauvinist or stereotype? I definitely think I'm one of them kind of people.
With men?
Yeah. In general, like I'm not about to be telling you you look nice and you look
I am about
to
scream. Wait, you have an issue telling a man if he look nice?
Yeah, you a man. I'm not about to not doing that.
I am cracking up. Takesha, really? This is a brand new conversation, okay? Because we ain't never talked about this. I never knew that. Really? You feel like as a man, you don't feel like you need to. You're not about to tell him he look
Yeah,
nice.
like you're supposed to tell that to me. I'm the girl.
That is so funny. So the guys that you have went out with, whatever, or been involved with, you've never told any of them they look nice at any point?
I think I've told one, but that's just because, like, I think he was forced it out of me because he was such a dresser and he knew he looked nice.
And see, that's
so
my thing.
I remember like one time we went shopping together for him to get a new suit, and I just was like, this man, like
He
I
was in the mirror like,
cannot.
I have an issue with that if a man be all in the mirror like more than me. I'm like, come on, dude. Like that's too much. You doing way too much.
Yeah, so
But I have complimented like, oh, you look nice, But I have been with somebody who forced it out of me too, like in the mirror, just and then I'm sitting there like, and they like how I look. They want to hear it, and you want to force it. And I'm like, to me, that is an insecurity on them, and I don't know if that's wrong or not, but I feel a insecurity vibe where it's like if you gotta force it out of me, then that's the issue for me.
and I don't think mine was more of a like, how do I look? It just was like I could just feel it. Like I'm trying to look nice. I brought you for your opinion. You still standing here like a dud,
Not saying nothing.
not saying nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But I'm pretty sure I probably have complimented more than what I'm thinking, but it's
You
not really
understand?
something
Do
that
you
I
feel
just
like
do.
that is part of stroking their ego?
Yes, and I'm not an ego stroking kind of girl. It's probably why I'm single. So much stuff been happening this week that I'd be like, oh, add that onto the why you're single list.
Oh, you're not a ego stroking type. Do you want your stroke?
I don't need my stroke.
Got you. See, that's what I'm talking about. I don't want it to feel forced. If you compliment me, then I'm good with that. And if I'll compliment a man, but I don't want to feel like you're a person that needs your ego stroke. If you're a person that needs your ego stroke, then I'm not for you because I'm not an ego stroker. But I will compliment you if you walk in the room and I'm like, oh, you look nice or you smell good or I will do that. But if you have the character or personality of you need your ego stroke or you know I'm not for you. Yeah, you said you said that, add that to the list. Because do you feel like most men want their ego stroked a little?
Yeah, I'm sure.
And you not an ego stroker.
I'm not.
You want a husband.
I know. And I think that's probably why I be attracted to the guys who are so overly confident in themselves.
Girl.
That's probably where that come from. Like, not a, you know what I'm saying? That we think about it, that's probably where it come from.
Because the ones that I know that you've been involved with, they didn't need no ego stroking.
No, because
you couldn't tell them.
like,
I'm about to say you couldn't tell them nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
So that's probably where that come from.
Oh wow.
Because they already stroking their own stuff.
Oh God. You don't think that's a character trait that you would consider working on for your husband? Because some people, some people would like to hear compliments from their person. You don't have to be all the time, Takesha. But you would live your life with a man and never.
I ain't saying never, but I ain't saying every time we do something, you like.
And you don't need him to tell you look good either.
No, if we together, we know we both look good.
I am cracking up. Do you know how many women? That's complete opposite for a lot of women. So I need y'all to tell us in some comments because a lot of women would want a compliment, from their person or need to hear compliments and things like that from their person. You like, no.
Mm-mm. I'm telling you, because when I step, I know I'm stepping. I don't need no reassurance, none of that. I see, I can't even get it out. That's when it's just like I am my mother's daughter when it comes to that part. True, my daddy too. It's like both some steppers. Your parents steppers too.
Your mother didn't.
My mother she did not play about that. My mother was very vain.
Mine was too.
Very. And it was like she was proud of that. Like that was one of her traits.
Real?
Yeah.
Girl, she was so funny. When I'll never forget when I tried to get her to change her. Was her lipstick color? She looked at me like, no.
Girl, and when you was trying to tell her about how to put the you know, because it was like dab, the
Yeah,
pat, 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 or whatever it was. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm rubbing it. Like,
I was trying to teach her how to blend.
yes, yes.
And I was like, just pat it. She was like, no, I'm rubbing. I'm like, no, but the correct way still don't look. She was like, no, I was like, you know what? You couldn't tell her nothing.
Nothing.
So you definitely get that from her. You were like, I don't need nobody to compliment me. So if they don't tell you look nice, you don't care.
Mm-mm.
Wow. That's very good though. I like that. I don't know. I don't know how. I don't know
You
if
know,
I
I
know
go
anybody.
through moments where I feel insecure, but I 9 times out of 10, I'm not stepping out of my house in those moments, if that makes sense. Like when I'm showing up, I'm
You
showing
showing
up.
up. So when you step out, you're like, I'm not really bothered by what. That's not insecure moment when you get ready to go. So
Right.
insecure moment when you're getting ready to go somewhere.
Right. And it doesn't even matter like what I got on. We can step out right now in this and I'm still gonna be like, oh, you know, okay. It ain't like I gotta be dressed up or need the labels or whatever. It's just I don't know.
And I think that I'm a person that I like to hear the compliments from the person I've been involved with, not really from an insecure place, but I think that's just part of my personality. I tell them you look nice, or they tell me, and you kind of go from there. But that makes me feel like now, like, is it because I was insecure, or is it because I needed my ego stroke, or is it that I just like to hear? I don't know.
I don't know, but you know how my brain sometimes be so critical. Like we're not gonna be together if we don't like each other. So why we gotta have conversations about it? Like you look good, you look good too. Like we know this. That's why we together. Okay, let's step out.
Oh my
God! I'm just saying.
Oh God!
I don't know, but you know, I be different in certain things.
I get it. I absolutely get it. I've never known this about you though. That's so funny to me that you're like, I ain't about to say that to no man. Like you gotta tell him he pretty.
Yeah,
that's how you
that's
feel.
How I feel.
That's how you.
That's how I feel. Now, what I will do is tell you smell good.
Okay.
That I will do to a stranger.
Yeah, I know you will.
Yeah.
That I know. That's so funny to me that
oh, you smell good.
That's funny.
In my other voice.
I was just about to say that. Even in your saying it to you're saying it to me right now. You changed your voice and how you, y'all. My friend, when she talked to a man, a stranger, or anybody, that voice changes so quick. Like, oh, you smell good. You literally go into this soft, feminine, like, and I'm like, girl, where is that voice coming from? I never forget we was when we was in Chicago. Oh my God. I think every man you flirted with, because you a big flirt.
I am.
You a huge flirt, which is funny because you a flirt, but you're not gonna stroke their ego in your flirtation. Your voice goes to this 3 octaves higher than what it is, and I'm like, and that's when I recognized it when we were in Chicago. I'm like, do you know your voice changes?
And I didn't recognize that either until you said something. And then I was just like, oh wow, like, and I really just like started paying attention to it. And I am like that whenever I talk to a male.
Oh, now you pay attention.
Now
you
I pay attention to it.
You're also one of my friends that has never been, shy about flirting outwardly with a man. Like you, like I'm about to go tell him this. I'm like, you are, like, you about to go just say that to him? Like, yeah, I just clutch my pearls because I've never been so forward like that. And for you to be so, to me, that's confidence. You forward and confident. And then what's funny is if it don't go the way I don't think you care about the way it go either way. You're going to say what you want
what I want to say. It's more me like, oh, I need to say this so I can just move on.
Oh my God. Yeah, I
Because
don't.
half of the time, I ain't gonna even say half of the time, the majority of the time, the random things that I'm saying to these men, I don't want them to try and talk to me.
Yeah, I know.
And
But
then it'd be like I didn't open up Pandora's
you
box
have,
and I didn't even mean to
yeah.
because I'm so naturally flirtatious.
And I don't think that people will get that you're so flirtatious. It's funny because I've always been told by different men that they thought that I was a flirt. And I'm not really flirtatious like that. Like, forward and like looking at people and like, hey, giving. I don't do that. But you
Yeah.
are the flirt of flirts. And I don't
Yes.
think that, like, looking at you, that somebody would think that you were so flirtatious like that. But you be forward, girl. You like, I don't care if I ain't trying to get with them. I'm just about to go tell them what I want to tell them. And
I
that's
sure will.
so funny to
Especially
me.
if they smell good. Oh, you smell so good. I love a smelling good
Well,
man.
and what's funny too is if it does end up where y'all exchange numbers or something, you really don't care if y'all don't talk no more.
No.
I witnessed that too. Like, you like, I don't care.
Yeah, no.
So
I'm the most wanting a husband, don't want to talk to a man person that you gonna ever meet.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like you don't you'll talk to him and then be like, girl, I don't care. You have changed your number and been in the middle of getting to know somebody.
Yes.
And I asked you, like, what if so and so trying to get in touch with you? You do not care.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I think that more of us need to be like that. And I say that because if it's, I'm a big believer now that what's meant for you is going to happen for you. So when it's time for your person to come, it's going to happen. We don't have to force it. And you've never forced it. A lot of us have forced these situations that end up terrible, and I see that end up absolutely terrible. And because we force it, we have all this relationship trauma. You know, I don't particularly, in our conversation, in our friendship, I don't really particularly get that you have relationship trauma like a lot of us have had. You free flow it, you flirt, you ain't stroking egos, you don't need your stroke, and it's just been like, hey, if it happened, it happened. If it don't, it don't. I want it to happen, but I'm not desperate for it to happen. And a lot of women have been desperate for a ring.
The one thing that I know I do that I really want to work on this summer is not doing is like I will stare a man down.
That's part of your flirting.
And I don't even be interested for
You be
real. It could be like
what you
I
staring
like
at?
his beard or his outfit, but my eyes get all googly and then we make eye contact and I'm like, no, I really didn't know. I realized that yesterday.
You was staring at somebody yesterday?
Mm-hmm. And I was just like, if you don't stop staring at this man, what is wrong with you? You're
What
not
was
even
it about him
interested.
that you like?
It was his hair.
And you were staring, and he
And then
saw you
and
staring?
that be the thing. I be staring and I be having all of these thoughts in my head. Like, I wonder how long he been locked. I wonder who. So I'm staring at them, having all these thoughts, and then they finally feel me staring at them, and it's just
And then
like,
he think you interested?
yeah, and it's like,
Did this guy
oh
think you were
no.
interested?
No, I don't think he ever caught me staring. Thank goodness.
Yeah, girl, that's hilarious. You was like, I will stare them down.
Yes.
You
So I'm
ain't,
trying to work on that.
you're not shy when it comes to the man, though. You're
Mm-hmm.
not shy. Hey, mm-mm. When it happen, it's gonna happen. But the fact that you ain't desperate, you just be free flow out. I wish to be more that way, where it's just like not where I would flirt more or uh, confident in what I've said, what I could say to people. If I'm out, I've never been like the big, like, people go out or go to clubs or whatever. I don't do none of that anymore. But I would never hold like full conversations with people like when I was out like that, unless I was with a group, because I just was like, let me, I don't, mm-mm.
Nah, girl.
But you, when we've been out, and that one particular place we used to go to every week, it was the guy that worked there fell in love with you. He thought that you was in love with him too. You did not care.
Mm-mm.
He fell in love like, yeah, she coming every week to see me, not knowing you just coming there for the food and the vibes and the free food because he was giving you free stuff. He was bringing over. I would be like, this boy just, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But no, you don't have like the relationship trauma that a lot of us carry, and I'm happy for you that you don't, because it's not a good feeling at all.
Yeah, I'm just go with the flow until the flow stop, and then I'm like, yeah, no, because once I'm done, I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no going back.
Yeah, girl, that is hilarious. You was like, I'm a big flirt. Your voice changed, and it's like, hello.
I had a whole different voice when I talked to my daddy too.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
All the
I
time?
remember talking to Jordan. I was just like, damn, did I just use the voice with Jordan?
Your voice go higher when you talk to your dad,
Mm-hmm.
like the
Like,
little
hey,
girl.
daddy.
Really?
Yes.
Mine does not go higher.
Now you will pay attention to it the next time if I ever
When you're around him and I'm around,
excuse me.
I'm definitely going to pay
You will
attention.
pay attention, be like, this girl.
I don't my voice don't change around my dad. It never has. Probably because I've always been I don't get into little girl mode with my dad.
I definitely do.
Mm-mm.
Instant.
Really? Well, that's probably because he still treat you like little girl.
Yeah.
I don't think my dad treats me still like little girl.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, it's no.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense because he definitely does.
Yeah, your dad still treats you like a little baby. Like when we going somewhere, you're like, let me let my dad know I'm with you. I'm like, you gotta let your dad know you with me.
Yesterday, I'm like, oh, let me tell my daddy I'm going to the, yep. So I'm like, headed to the game on my way home. I'm
You
home.
was texting him?
Yes.
Have you always been that way?
No. Since my mom passed, he became the new Dorothy. I was like that with her.
And see, I was like that with my mom, but I don't really feel like my dad became the replacement of that. I mean, we still, even when we talk, don't get me wrong, we talk, it's, it's all good and we have great conversation. And I know he making sure I'm straight, but it's not like little girl straight, you know. Your dad, since your mom passed, you are like, let me let him know I'm about to go here so he not worried. Let me let him know that.
Yes, because I remember one day when I got off work, I was tired and I had just laid down, and I remember my sister was over there and she texted me like, can you call your daddy? Because he said that you have probably been off for 2 hours and he keep looking at his phone. So can you let him know that you okay? And I was just like, oh, I forgot to tell him I was going to take a nap as soon as I got off work.
Is she that way with him too?
No, it's just me.
I think that my sister is more like you with my dad then. I think maybe is it an older daughter thing?
I don't know.
I think that they're more like how you and your dad are. Yeah. I think they're definitely more like that. But girl, you like I'll be like, let me let my dad know I'm with Keisha. I'm like, your daddy gonna be worried?
Yes. I can leave his house and come home and not text and say I'm home, and he'll call and be like, or he'll text, you made it in the house, okay? Yes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And the apple don't fall too far from the tree, as they say.
Your sister know he's like that with you?
Mm-hmm. Everybody know.
Child, that's good though. Like, don't that make you feel special?
It does. And it also, I also too believe this is why I have all of these expectations for future husband. You know what I'm saying? Because I look at how my relationship with my dad has really evolved. I don't have the trauma in the other relationships, but my parents really, not them as a couple, but them separately on how they treated me, really set the standard on what I want.
Mm-hmm.
And I think before I probably just was out here, leading
Mm-hmm.
with lust or whatever else. But when it
Mm-hmm.
comes at the core, nah, because I don't worry about nothing.
Mm-hmm.
If something happens, I'm going to call my daddy.
Mm-hmm. And I'm like that too. Like I will call my daddy, but I think that where I am in my life now, it would be like it would have to be like something really, 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 why I would like absolutely need my daddy to do something for me. I have not.
And see, I'm calling mine for anything.
Yeah,
I
see,
can need a light bulb. Daddy, the
no,
light in the garage don't work.
no, no. I don't do that.
Yeah.
I
He's like literally my first point of contact
with
with
everything.
everything.
Yeah, yeah. No, I don't do that. If I need some advice on something that is like going on in my house, and I'll be like, you have this ever happened in your house, or I would do that, but no, I do not call him for nothing really anymore. And two, probably because my daddy is 88. Your daddy is, well, your daddy is younger and get around a little better. I don't know if my no, because even when he wasn't on the cane, I still was, I think I'm like super super hyper independent, and I don't know if that's a bad trait or what, but I'm super hyper independent with everything. Like I'm going to figure it out. And it don't matter what it is, I'm going to figure it out. And if I don't know, then I'm going to ask questions to somebody who I know have done something or whatever before or anything. I'm super independent, and I don't know if that's a character trait or flaw or what, but yeah,
I
I'm
I was like that, but it became exhausting.
it can be exhausting.
So, as my niece tells me, use your resources. So I overly use mine
Mm, yeah.
because it's just like trying to be on one all the time is just too
Mm-hmm.
too much. Where now I'm like, I don't want to figure out nothing. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm and it can be exhausted. I don't know if I'm fully exhausted with it yet because I still do it. Um
Probably not, but think like I stepped in that mode a
Earlier,
lot
yeah, a
early.
lot earlier than me. Yeah,
Yeah.
you stepped in that mode as a kid.
Yeah.
I did
So
not.
now I'm just like,
Yeah, as a kid, I didn't do anything. I mean, the most I did at home was wash some dishes, and I didn't even do my own laundry at home. Like they did, my mother did everything for us. I literally didn't learn how to do a lot of stuff until I got out the house. So I I didn't even pump gas until I moved out the house. My dad was taking our car to the gas station and putting gas in the car.
I can't even.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like complete opposite now, which is probably why I don't call on him as much because growing up, I literally did nothing. I
I was like the son, I guess. Like
Yeah,
I'm out here, like I can change a tire.
no, girl, change the time. My daddy would be like, no, absolutely. He would go. We all had cars, so he would take one car, come back, get the next car, go to the gas station, go back, go get the next car. He did everything for us.
And see, I love that.
Yeah, and
I
and so when I got out and got married, he was like almost confused as to why these things were not being done for us, but he also was a person that wasn't going to step in and say, hey,
mm-hmm.
because you know we made the decisions, it go from there. But he did everything. I mean, you talk about change. I don't know. My mother left this earth and never paid a bill. She never wrote a check for a bill. She never, and I believe that my father wanted that same life for us. I don't think he knew how to verbalize it, um, per se, but once we made the choice on who we were going to be with, it was like, now my mother did tell me at one point, like, I don't think you're making the best, decision for yourself, you know, but if this is what you want to do, then go ahead. But yeah, it was, now I'm super hyper independent and I do everything.
Yeah, and see, mine was raised on you ain't got nobody but yourself, so you need to know how to do all of this.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's just like now I'm like, I don't want to do nothing.
Yeah, but you started very early doing everything. Like when you tell me how early you started doing and paying your car and paying all, I'm like, girl, no, we was friends at that point, but our lives was complete
Completely.
opposite.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and isn't it something how you really don't know like the behind the scenes stuff
of what your
like we
friends do,
just
yeah.
hanging out and talking on the phone and doing whatever and you not even knowing like yeah I'm writing this.
And I had never put gas or paid. I didn't know nothing about car insurance. I learned about car insurance and all that when I like left their house. Like, you gotta pay what? I'm like, what's that for? Because he literally was doing everything. Like, you want a car? Okay, let's go get y'all a car. You want this? Let's go get. It was like he catered to us so heavy that now I think now I want him to live a carefree life. I don't want to bog him down with, oh, daddy, I need this. So, I feel like, hey, I don't worry about anything the same way. I think that the hardest thing about being single for me, because I really enjoy my single life, but the hardest thing is doing it financially alone. And that ain't even hard, but that may be the hardest thing. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're used to being, a father I think ever since I've left their house, it's been like a financial just difference, and not just because your parents pay everything, but just because of how you're taken care of. It's just been a difference. So you say your level of how you won't settle because of how you're taken care of now and everything, or not just all your life how your parents did. I won't go back to how it's been since I left my parents' house. I'm not doing that. I do it by myself forever before I, have somebody not take care of me and always. So I do it by myself. Hmm.
I agree. I'm tired of doing it by myself.
Yeah, it's
It's
tiring.
been too long.
Hmm.
Like, man, I've been making a mortgage payment for 20 years. Somebody else do that? Jeez, oh, Pete.
Yeah.
House ain't paid for yet. Like, my goodness. Like,
Yeah.
I have been paying somebody since I was in 11th grade.
That's a long time, girl.
Like, I'm exhausted
That's a
from
long
owing
time.
somebody.
Yeah, that's a long time. See, 11th grade, I wasn't thinking about paying nothing. I ain't have to pay nothing. I was more so like, I need my hair done. It's gonna cost this, and they like, okay, that's the amount. Or me and my friends going here. I need some money. I can't even remember if they was at one point. I think we were in middle school. They gave us allowance to try and teach us how to do. But with our allowance, all we did was go to the store and get snacks.
Yes, girl, I'm working and giving my sister money.
I remember you were working at J.C. Penney's. Was that the?
That was after, but in high school, I worked at the credit union 1.
You worked at the credit union in high school? I remember you working there, but that was in high school?
Yeah, I started there 11th grade.
Doing what?
I worked in the mail room and whatever other little administrative
You
duties
literally
they
searched
need.
for these jobs and
I found it through the school.
And that's why when there are teenagers that won't do the work, to do the research, to do all of that stuff, I'd be wondering, like, do you know the people or that have done this and worked hard and did their own research, and nobody really gave them assistants. They just did it.
Mm-hmm.
Credit union. You was working there after school.
Mm-hmm.
How many? Like every day?
I think it was every day during the week.
And then doing homework and all that still.
Mm-hmm. I didn't participate in any extracurricular activities at school ever, so it was just work and school.
You never participated. Did you ever want to?
I kind of did, but at the same time, I was just like, I don't want to do anything that I don't feel like I'm going to be perfect at. So
That's still a problem.
yeah. So that's a hindrance. So
What would you have done as far as extracurricular?
I don't know.
Because you didn't do anything when we was in high school together either.
Mm-mm.
Everybody at that school did something.
I remember thinking about doing the cheerleading because I knew all of the routines because I'd be like pump it up, pump it up, pump it up. Like I remember because I think Miss Opal was in charge of that,
Yeah.
and she was just like, you should try out.
That's what I did.
And I'm just like, girl, I'm gonna just do this from the stands.
That's funny. Yeah, because everybody at our school did.
Lutheran West, we are the best.
That's funny. You knew all the cheers.
I knew all the cheers, but I wasn't about to get out there and make a mistake and make a fool of myself. Absolutely not. Mm-mm. That's my problem to this day. To this day.
Trying to be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking it gotta be perfect.
Yep.
Yeah, that's I hope that you
I'm not, friend.
You know what I was about to say.
Yeah, it's this kind of just what it is at this point. Like,
really?
Yeah, this is just what it is.
You just accept that?
Mm-hmm.
That's hard. That's hard. That's hard for me to hear you say that because I know somebody who's just like you. And when that person hears good things or receive a compliment, it's like no big deal at all. They only focus on the mess ups or the mistakes or whatever. And that's extremely hard to me. Like you don't live free. I don't want to say live free, but that's hard that everything has to be perfect or you don't see it as that though.
No. Which it takes me back to earlier with like the compliments. I wonder if that's an underlying thing already, because it's like we already have this high expectation that we're going to meet. And then when it's something that's like, it's like, oh, and that just tears it, all down. But it pumps us up to do better the next time. It's just, like I said, I've been like that my whole life.
Really?
Yes. Like excelling it's a must. I don't want to do it if I ain't gonna be good at it.
That makes sense.
Man, you know how I played a game with my friend on the phone? I don't mind losing, but if it's something that I know I'm gonna have to work hard and stress me out, I was like, we ain't never playing checkers again. Ever, because I was stressed out every move I was making.
And it's just a game.
And it's just a game. I ended up starting a new game. She was just like, so we done with that? Yes. And don't ever send me a request to play that because we're never doing that again. Ever.
I don't know, friend. I'm like, that's hard for me to hear because I'm like, man, like when you get the compliments and stuff, you receive it.
Yeah.
But then when it's like, but the things that you mess up on, even if it's not even a big deal, that means so much more than what you did.
Yes,
good on.
I'm hyper fixated on that. Like you can tell me, oh, you're doing so great, this, but that one little mistake, I'm still stuck on that. And I don't hear nothing else you saying other than this. And now I got to figure out how to make this better and be 20 times better the next time. And I never want to make that mistake again.
That's a lot. That's a lot. I wonder how And I can see how that's why you over excel like in school and everything. Like you did not want to be the bad grades kid.
Yeah.
Some people just don't care. They're like, I'm gonna take this C and I'm gonna be good. But
I
overachieve.
struggle with a B.
That's more than an overachiever to me.
Yeah, I struggle with the B. And I think a part of me like was going back and forth with school because I'm like, I know the pressure that I put on myself. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, some people like I'm just going like, okay, C is passing. You did your best. And I'm like, I don't know about that. But I'm just like this with me. Like I would never be like that with my son.
Really?
Never.
So you
Mm-mm.
was never like forcing him to get good grades or whatever. You wasn't like hard on him when it came to school, you think?
Not at first I was. At first I was extremely hard on him. But then I realized like this is a me thing. And sometimes we want our kids to be replicas of us, but
Mm-hmm.
I quickly learned, okay, not quickly, it took me a long time, learned that he wasn't. So it was just like, if he's passing and doing good, that's good.
Mm-hmm. So
He
you
don't
learned it by
have
middle
to
school, you
be
think?
it was almost, he was in high school. It took a
Are
long
you
time.
serious? So you were hard on him in middle
Yeah, I
school.
was hard on him.
You thought he should have was going to be just like you.
Mm-hmm. I still struggle with that to this day, reminding myself that he and I have very similar ways, but our interests,
Are different. And I
yes.
think that's the one thing I didn't struggle with is thinking that my kids were going to be like me anyway. Um, I don't actually think that they're either one of them are like either of their parents.
But you know what? Realistically, and this may sound wild, it took me, and this will probably make sense to you, like thinking of conversations. It took me a while to realize everybody wasn't like me.
Yeah, yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Cause like even I had a conversation today with a coworker, and I was just like to me, and she was just like, "It comes easy for you." She's just like, "But it's not like that for me." And
Mm-hmm.
to me, I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
it just seems so simple.
Yeah.
But I had to understand that we all got different brains.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah. I think that when we have children, for sure, um, we need to not believe that they're now some kids may be just like their parents. Everybody ain't the same. Some people may be just like their parents and whatever in whatever way. But I think I recognized that very early on, personality wise with mine because I was very very shy at a young age. I used to cry a lot when I was really younger, and I just didn't have a lot of self confidence and um, my son was more like that younger. My daughter was just social butterfly. Then it flipped. Now he's like social butterfly, and she's more reserved and paying attention and watching people. And when it comes to like their behaviors, or even with school, I was trying to, like you said early on, I was trying to push them to get these good grades, so you can, be on the honor roll, but or no, missing days, perfect attendance award, and all that. I soon was like, you know what? Let me stop because I realized I was stressing them out more than anything,
mm-hmm.
and I'm like, okay, they may learn differently from however the teacher's teaching. So I had to realize different things. So I'm like, I soon stopped that. So now the end of middle school and high school has been was more of a breeze because I just kind of free flowed however they were going to learn, and I accepted if they got a C. Like, oh, okay, you got a C, you passed. you know, I
Mm-hmm.
just was not like, oh, my kid is the smartest one in the classroom or whatever. Now I be proud when they made the honor roll. Yeah, you be proud when they get the awards. You be proud when they, get certain accomplishments, but I was like, I'm not going to pressure them to do that. Now I'm at the end of high school with my daughter, and I'm like, okay, so she got to send her final transcript into whatever college she is going to. And I have asked her, hey, how's everything going? Do you need help with anything? I'm more so, let me assist you if you need help. I want you to feel pressure, but because I know you got a whole lot going on. I feel like her extracurricular activities is double extra than the normal kid who's in an extracurricular activity. So I'm like, let me assist you. What you need help? What do you need help with? I don't. Yeah, I don't. I don't know. I don't pressure or anything like that. I stop there. I feel like if you got homework, you old enough to know. Why I got to keep asking you? You old enough to get it done. If you don't get it done, then I find other ways to deal with it. But I'm not. I've been an overachiever in other things. You're overachiever in everything. Like everything has to be perfect, and I'm like, girl, okay, that's so funny though, because you don't bother none of your friends with that.
What do you mean?
It doesn't annoy me that you're like that.
Oh, that's what you're saying. Oh, yeah. No, I don't think any of my friends are
Some people could get annoyed, you know what I'm
bothered by
saying?
that.
But but you don't. You've never annoyed me with that. You don't put the expectation on your friends. Maybe that's the word.
Yeah, I definitely don't. And a lot of times, I read the room, and I'm real good at just holding back.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's something that you would like to say for improvement for them, you'll hold back?
Yes. I have learned to wait for the right time.
You do that. You're right.
I have definitely learned to wait for the right time.
You do that. You're absolutely right. And because you do that, we can trust your opinion on stuff. You don't come like a know-it-all not to me, you don't. And I don't think that.
Yeah, I try my best not to be a know-it-all, because my sad truth is I think I know it all.
You said that. You think you're always right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know. So a lot of times I have to tell myself, girl, shut up. Because, I know I don't know everything for real. Deep down, it's a percentage of me that know that. But for the most part, I be like,
That is very funny that you have admitted to me many times. You're like, I think I'm always right.
But I never want to go in the room with that mentality, because I still want to learn. I yearn to learn and get more information, but it's certain things, the majority of stuff, I'd be like, yeah, nah, I'm gonna let you have that, but you wrong.
That's funny. I get it though. And you know what? I have become more like that in certain areas where I believe I'm right, especially in these last maybe 4 to 5, maybe 4 years, where I feel like I absolutely am confident that I'm right, but I will always let somebody have it. Always. I'll be like, okay. That's my favorite word. Okay.
Okay.
My favorite word is okay. Because I believe that it's always gonna come out if I am wrong. Or if it's gonna come out.
And I don't have a problem when I am wrong. Because some people want to be the know-it-all. They want to have all the accolades, and they don't ever want to be wrong or learn anything new unless it's from someone who they place on a hierarchy. And see, me, I'm not like that, because this may sound horrible or controversial. Like, I get the titles and I respect the titles, but just because you have a title does not mean that you know more than me.
That's true. I agree.
You just went through this proper, you know what I'm saying, where I might have studied the same shit you did. I just ain't finished. Or you know what I'm saying, whatever, or just life experiences or whatever.
I
I've been coming on
have
the
sat
clothes too.
I have sat in a room with um, people with multiple titles, and they're very humble. And I feel like I've always been a student to learn. And a lot of my clients, I mean, they could be with me for an hour, and I could feel like I'm in school, and I receive a lot of the things. And then when I'm with someone else, and they'll ask me like, "How do you know that?" I'm like, I'm always gonna listen.
Yes, I'm
I'm always
listening.
gonna
I'm
listen, pay
always
attention,
learning.
and I'm going to research whatever it is I have a question about.
Yes. And I will go in a rabbit hole researching
Mm-hmm.
anything.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna research all the time. My daughter asked me, I know we're about to close. She asked, we was talking about something, and it was something like complete. She didn't think I knew anything about it. She was like, "How do you know that?" Research, girl. I'm going to research.
Mm-hmm.
So, thank you for the conversation today, friend.
Thank you.
I enjoyed it. We went from talking about locks to this.
Yes.
Every week, y'all know it's going to be something. So just join in. Tell us what you think. Tell a friend. Tell a neighbor. Tell an enemy.
You crack me up with that.
We'll see y'all next week.